Alright, time now is 8:12 a.m. in the morning on February 6th. Yeah, I just woke up. I'm still in my pajamas. I slept from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. Yes. And I actually woke up at around 6 and I stayed awake for a very long time. Not even 6, 5:30. I woke up at 5:30 and I stayed awake for a very long time. So yeah, um, this is the latest I've slept since I've returned. And also, it's been 8 days since round three has begun. 8! And, yeah, as you can definitely tell, last night I didn't have a great time. Not a great time, but I just ran out of time again, basically. At the very end of last night, I went online and I found out. No, what am I thinking? Hold on. My mind is going places. It's like I'm like an AI generated machine right now, just thinking of words to fill in. I didn't go online to figure out. I checked the application stuff and I realized that holy shit, I don't have a lot of time left. And there's so many USC and Chapman essays that I have to write for the applications. So many application essays I have to write for USC and Chapman University. And at this rate, as of now, I have 10 days left to finish all the essays and all the stuff. And I pretty much have to write one essay per day. An essay a day. So I'm pretty much fucked. So I'm going to work really hard in the next 10 days to finish up all the essays I need to write for USC and Chapman. Some are longer, some are shorter. So it's not going to be an essay per day. It's going to be 1.5, sometimes half an essay per day. But I'm going to be really productive, okay? So here's the plan today. I'm going to start writing USC essays. I'm going to write 1.5 essays today. One is the personal essay, personal statement for supplementary, and the collaboration essay. The personal statement for supplementary shouldn't be that difficult because I'm just going to copy and paste my original, except maybe I'll expand on it a little more. Yada yada. And then yeah, on top of that, I'll edit my Japan vlog, I'll edit my short film. Tomorrow is literally the release date of Cloud Busting. Yet, I'm still dealing with the color correction as well as the subtitles of the short film. So, I really need to do that. So, goddamn, please let me finish the short film. And then, another thing is, today I got the final exam for my public speaking class. So yeah, that's extremely frustrating and annoying and stupid, I know, but I have to finish it, and after this is done, I'm pretty much fucking done with this class. There's also a bit of a extra credit assignment a couple days later. I'm probably gonna do that as well to secure an A. But yeah, I just it's so stupid. And finally, today I will adventure to the main campus of my college. And it's going to be the first time I return to college since round 3 physically, because I need to go to the library to print 10 forms, and I have no idea how it works. I've never been to the library, I've never used a printer in the library before, and I have no idea how it's going to work. And I don't know if I have to pay for it or not, because in my secondary school, after printing stuff, I actually do have to pay with an octopus card. So I don't know, I'll bring some money, some cash maybe. I don't think credit cards work. I don't know. I also don't know how am I gonna print anything, honestly. So, perhaps I don't know. Perhaps I'll just send myself the documents, but anyways, I'll be printing those forms. That's pretty much what I'll be doing in the next few days. And if I have time, I'll watch some House of the Dragons. I'll watch a movie or two, but it doesn't matter. That's not the priority right now. So, yeah, that's that. That's that. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm yeah, it's not the end of the world, even though given that I have 10 days left to work on my USC and Chapman applications and I have to do an essay per day almost. It's not really the end of the world because right now I'm still not that busy. Okay? Like, what's the other thing I'm bothered with? Okay, I'm sacrificing my YouTube. I'm also not really bothered with watching TV shows and movies. Like, I'm not following my watch list anymore. I'm not even that bothered with those two things now. Thankfully, I got my applications and then I gotta edit some Japan vlogs. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, I have to deal with this trying to find a job thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So even so, I can still handle it. Time wise, I can still handle it. So it's still not really the end of the world. So let it be. And yeah, hopefully I sleep earlier tonight again. And yeah. Alright, time now is 12:52, and there have been some recent developments. I finished breakfast and lunch, and things are getting a little bit odd. So yeah, so today I planned to go to the college library to print out stuff, to print out about 10 to 11 forms. Um, but the situation complicates because out of curiosity I asked Aoba if that's really the case, and Aoba has given me some pretty useful information on what the heck is actually going on. So apparently, so she asked me what sort of, so she said yes, I actually have to print out 10 to 11 forms and sign them all. It's a lot of forms, but it should be okay. Um, yeah, so then Alba asked me for what work is this, and I said, well, the media department needs help. And then Alba's like, whoa, really? Because I actually emailed the professor of the media department who is responsible for hiring people. And she said I can't do it because I'm an international student, and apparently it's federal work study only, which is federal work study is basically a thing where you're a citizen of California and you're a resident of California and you work. I'm not a fucking resident of California. So Alba said she might have convinced her, but she just didn't have energy on that day. So that's really weird. So she said apparently I should only sign these forms after I know that I got the job, after I know that I can be hired, I can be employed. Otherwise, what's it all for? And wow, so that basically changed my entire plan. Now I'm still probably going to go to the main campus to print out a bunch of forms, but until I found a way for me to actually have a job and I can confirm that on the campus, submitting those forms will not do anything for me. It literally means nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. And then I asked her, like, how about the bodega? Because apparently Alba works for the bodega, like a little shop, like a little store on the campus. And she said it's supposed to be for federal work study as well, for, Californians, local Californians only. But she managed to convince whoever was employing her. But it's really difficult for an international student to really find a job on the campus. If an international student finds a job, it would be considered student help and not federal work study. But you can still earn money from it if you know. So yeah, I don't know. So I immediately sent an email to the professor of the media department to ask her if it's okay. And Alba said I can try to convince her. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But yeah, so now I don't even know if working for the media department is possible or not. I have to somehow find another job. Like, fuck, I missed the internship opportunities, and then I can't do this. It's just so difficult. Everything's so insanely complicated for some reason. I had breakfast and lunch. Breakfast is again 2 donuts. I'm beginning to be sick of donuts. I've had 6 donuts this week so far. For lunch I had 7 dumplings, mushroom omelet with sliced cheese, and some guacamole. And also, after breakfast, I ran into the other roommate. And you're right, it's a woman. But it's a white woman in her maybe early 30s. She looks like she's in her early 30s, maybe late 20s, but she looks like she's in her early 30s. And of course she's wearing shoes indoors because nobody's saying she can't. And I want to tell her that, but I don't know. It just feels like a stupid rule at this point. But I would very much prefer her not to wear shoes indoors. So she asked me, "Oh, hey, what's your name?" "Oh, I'm the new roommate." Like, I asked her, she's the new roommate, and she's like, "Yeah." She said she moved in, and then 3 days later it started flooding, and she asked if my room also flooded, and I said yes, but it's mostly fine. So yeah, I don't know. I also called the campus police, the college campus police, because apparently to work I have to have my fingerprints scanned, and so I need to call the police to make an appointment. So I did exactly that, and I even asked the police woman like if I can come today to do the appointment, and she said today's fully booked. So I said fine, tomorrow, and she said okay, tomorrow, and the time is set to be 2:30 p.m. And now I don't even know if I'll be able to get a job or not. But either way, I'll probably still go to the college campus right now to print them, just because I'm already prepared to do all that shit. And yeah, I don't know, if push comes to shove, if I really, really can't find a single internship or job or whatever, then I'll just look for a new well, and that would be a lot more unstable, given my experience at my last well. The employer can terminate you anytime, so I really don't want to do that. But yeah, essentially that's that. Hopefully I get a response or something from the media department. If the media department fails, I'll probably ask Aoba's help. Aoba may ask the bodega if I can work there as well, and that's great. Or if not, then something simple, like work at the library or something stupid. But yeah, holy shit, the American education system is wild. It's quite a wild ride. So yeah, that's today so far. I also forgot to mention that yesterday when I was having a Discord call with Tom and Nick, Nick was streaming Gurren Lagann, and they watched like 15 episodes all at once. And then after that, I chatted with them a little bit, and I screen shared my photos from Japan. And then Tom left, and then it's just me and Nick, and we chatted a little more, and I accidentally showed photos that I wasn't meant to show, and it wasn't as bad as the photos I accidentally showed Tom last year, but it was still kind of bad, and yeah, but that's that. Also, I may actually go ahead and order some stuff from Wii, because oh my god. Holy shit. Oh damn. 840, $40, Jesus Christ. And we're back. Alright. Fix that. Bruh. Alright. Here's the library. Great success. Printed a bunch of pointless shit. Even if the forms are useless, at least I got a tour of the library. I also spoke to a librarian there. Exploring the business, oh my god. Exploring the business building because this is where I'll be taking my photography classes. Oh damn. What the hell is this? What? Here it is, 133. This is going to be where I'm gonna take photography 2 with Alba, Pepper, and maybe Potter. I don't even know. Potter's in one of my photography classes. Alright, this is what I got from Nijia Market. Green onions, corn salad for later tonight, chicken karaage, sushi also for tonight, gigantic disc-shaped cabbage, sesame salad dressing, 2 onions, also for tonight, onigiri, and then finally spicy kimchi, $39. Alright, time now is 6:09 p.m. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm just abnormally tired. Yeah, let's talk about today real quick. I spoke with Alba a little bit, as I talked about. Yes, I spoke with Alba, and Alba's nice and stuff. I then continued to say, oh, by the way, which photography class are you taking? Because I know Alba's taking photography class, and she's taking one of the photography classes she's taking is going to be with me and with Pepper as well, and maybe with Potter, but I don't know what classes Potter taking. So apparently Alba's taking both photography 1 and 2, which means am I going to be with her for photography 1 and 2? I asked her what professor, and she said the exact same professor as the one I'm taking, except for photography 1, which is on Monday and Wednesdays. She's taking the morning class, while I and Pepper are taking the also morning, but a little bit later. So she's taking 9 a.m. to 10:30, I think, and I'm taking the 11 to 12:30 with Pepper. So we'll be taking the same photography 1 class by the same professor on the same days every week in the same building in the main campus, but not in the same class. So that's that. But fear not, because on Tuesday I'm going to be meeting Alba every single week with photography 2. So there's that. And then immediately after that, I found out that Alba on her Instagram story is looking for people to help out for a certain Grammy Award competition thing. Oh fuck, my mind is broken. For a Grammy Award performance thing. So apparently the Beach Boys is doing a concert, and Alba's so damn resourceful for some reason. Like, what the fuck? But she she she's asking like, hey, if you're interested, like you can go and check out, you know, Wednesday night 5 or maybe 6 p.m. We're gonna go to that place and we're gonna go see how a concert is filmed. I low key want to go, but then I thought I just spoke to Alba a bunch about this, and it's been like over a month since I've spoken to her. Last time I spoke to her, I was in Japan, and she was like, "What? What? Whoa, you're in Japan? You were in my home country? What are you doing there? You know?" Um, but I low key want to go, but then I also thought to myself, okay, A, I want to sleep early because I just want to. B, I just ordered a bunch of food on Wii, the food service, for about $53, tips and tax included. Um, a bunch of food, a bunch of meat and vegetables, and goddamn, the stuff on Wii so cheap. Is way cheaper, even if they're delivered. So I'll be using Wii from here on out. Like I still go to Ralph's, but for more basic things like toilet paper and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of good stuff on Wii, so that's amazing. And Wii is coming on Wednesday, sometime between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. In the event that it comes to my apartment at 2 p.m., then I would probably be like, damn, I should have agreed. I should have DM'd Alba and talked to her about going to the Grammys to film a concert. And also, again, I don't want to miss things out. Alba saw Roger Deakins at the Academy Museum. Alba is the one who went to the feature film. Why is she so goddamn resourceful? I don't know. But I don't want to miss out. I've never been to the Grammys. I've never cared about the Grammys anyways. Apparently the Grammy ceremony happened last night. I didn't know, nor did I care. But still, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna DM Alba later and ask her about it. I'm sure she won't be annoyed or anything. I'm just overthinking, okay? And if Wii does come to my apartment, then I'll just be like, come back tomorrow. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know, man. And also another thing is so I just went to Nijia Market and I realized that I didn't buy enough meat because I have some sushi for tonight and I have a steak for tomorrow night. So today is Monday, tomorrow night is Tuesday. And then that's it. I have no meat on Wednesday. If the Wii food comes before dinner time on Wednesday, then on Wednesday night I can eat the food from Wii. But if it comes after dinner time, like very late, like 9 p.m., then I have no food, and then I'll probably have to buy something. Or if I go with Alba to the Grammys or something, maybe they will provide food, or maybe I can find food there. You know what? It would have made everything simpler somehow. So maybe that's a good idea. Maybe. We'll see about that. So I was waiting at the bus stop, waiting to go to the college campus, and then from afar, crossing the road, a tall guy with a black mask, and I thought to myself, that guy looks like Connor the Macanese dude. And so he looked at me, and I thought maybe I'm just confusing him with someone else. Maybe, so I looked away. And he's like, hey, and I'm like, whoa, okay, it's actually him. So he asked me where I'm going, and I said, oh, to the college campus. And he's like, what? You have class or something? And I said, yeah, I do, but it's online. But I'm not going there for a class. I'm going there to print some forms. And he's like, okay, bye-bye. So that's that. Oh, fuck. Like, I don't know if it's like, in Hong Kong, I never run into people because I just don't know that many people. But in LA, especially like around this area, it's the second time I've ran into someone. God, it's so scary. But yeah, took the bus, went to the main campus, went to the library, and this is the first time I've been to the library. Also might be the last time. I don't know. I printed out a bunch of forms. So I went to the library and I went up the stairs and it was very quiet, and it's very big. It's a big ass library. I went to the computer lab because I thought, okay, printers probably in the computer lab. I don't know. So I went to the computer lab and I had to figure it out all by myself. And I'm actually quite impressed that I'm able to figure it all out all by myself. Like, I didn't need any help. So yeah, I went to the lab. I turned on one of the computers, and somehow I typed in my school website username and password, and it didn't work. So I was gonna like ask for help, but then like, you know what? Let me do it myself. So I went to another computer and tried it. It worked. And then went to a printer, and the printer showed me some instructions. It's kind of complicated. Apparently, I have to send a bunch of PDF files to a certain email address, like print@xerox.com or something like that. And then it's gonna detect it. And then I also need to have my own account. So I signed in with my own email, and they gave me an ID, and then I set my own password in my phone, and then the password worked on the printer, and then I selected the PDF files it showed, and it actually printed, and I somehow worked the printer all by myself. So I was kind of a genius, you know. Yeah, I printed everything. I thought to myself, damn, I should have brought my backpack. I had a small diagonal bag, and I thought, okay, well, I have to fold all the forms in half and fit it in my bag, but in my diagonal bag, but it still worked. Came back home, and then I went to Nijo Market, bought some food, walked back. That's it. Before I left, some cleaners came in again, like some people from the building, and even though I didn't see them, one of them is the same black dude who cleared the radioactive Frankenstein Stranger Things shit in my toilet and fixed the clogging kitchen sink. And even though I didn't see him, he was like, oh, whose problem is this? Is it this guy? He's the guy who made me stick my hand into a toilet. And another cleaner was laughing, and I'm just like sitting in my room pretending to be not there, like, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll probably run out of time again tonight. But yeah, uni app, short film. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's DM Alba. You know, it's been, how many days has it been? Today's February 6th. So it's been 8 days, and I haven't hung out with anyone so far. I don't know what's going on. I also called my mom to check if my American Express card has received any money. Ticketmaster still hadn't given me back the $72. I resold the Death Grips ticket. Am I getting scammed by Ticketmaster? What the fuck? So, yeah, I don't know. But Cliff is back. Cliff the Malaysian, he's back. He just landed in LA, so at least, if anything, we could hang out. No news from anyone else. No news from Eric or anyone. Yeah, this week will probably be a little more eventful. Like, I'll probably hang out with Cliff. If okay, I want to go to the Grammys with Alba, and it's not that far away too. It's the Dolby Theater. It's about an hour away by bus. I can make it. I think I can. Yeah, and then of course there's the employment thing. I have no idea. I immediately emailed the media professor. Hope I get a response soon. But yeah, this means my original plan is that on Wednesday I'm gonna go to the main campus again to submit my stuff, my forms. But now that I don't even know if I can get a job or not, I will not do that. Oh, also, huge thing. After printing the stuff, I thought to myself, maybe I should just walk up to the librarians and ask them if they're hiring people. If Pepper can do that in the streets in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, risking her life and safety, I can do that at the school library, okay? Come on. So I actually did it. You know. I even hesitated, like, maybe I shouldn't ask. But you know what? Fuck it. It's the new me. It's the new Enoch Lai. So I went up to a couple librarians behind a counter white guy with beard, and I just asked, "Oh, just out of curiosity, um, do students work here?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, in fact, she's a student too, you know." And I said, and then he said, "Oh, but you need to apply for federal work study for that." And I said, "Oh, I'm actually an international student, so." And then he's like, "Oh, well, I don't know. You need to ask the college central and ask the hiring manager. Maybe on another day, if you come to the library and the hiring manager is here, maybe you can speak to the hiring manager." So that's that. Um, I thought I'm smart, you know, like, okay, Alba's got the bodega, Pepper's going the crazy route, trying out wells outside of the campus, and a lot of people are going for the media department. What if I think outside the box, and what if I work at the library? Turns out it's the same type deal. 99% of the students are not international students. They just do not want international students working. But I need to find a loophole. I have to find a loophole. I have to earn money. Okay, I have to fucking earn money. I'll have to find a loophole. I really have to. So yeah, that's it. I don't know. I just feel so intense again. It's the same feeling as round two, where I listen to really energetic pop music and electronic music, and I just feel so intense, like, oh my god, Los Angeles, Los Angeles, Los Angeles, Los Angeles. Like when I was waiting for the bus to go to the college campus, and I just felt like oh man, this is like a war, this is like a battle, you know? I'm trying to look for a job, I'm fighting for my uni apps, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's so mundane because thousands and tens of thousands and millions of other people are doing the same thing just like me, trying to look for a job, international students, applying for university, transferring. But in my world, in my mind, it's so biblical and dramatic, it's ridiculous. But I also don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to slow down, I want to relax. And I'm just really tired today for some reason. But yeah, that's basically it. Not much else. Also, I want to do something with my acne. It's blowing up again. I'm having another episode, like this new one, and then this, and then this. It's stupid. I'm probably going to order a Cetaphil face moisturizer on Amazon, and then I'll start using Pink's magical acne healing juice. Yeah. Because I don't want to look like this on the first day of class. I want to look like a fucking menace. You know, I'm gonna dress up nice and look like a fucking menace. That's the plan, you know. But yeah, that's it for today. This exam is actually amazing. A spatial organization style relates to. Bruh. Damn, this exam is actually amazing. A spatial organization style relates to. Oh, let's see. Spatial organization. Spatial. That's okay. Has to do with space location. East Coast, West Coast? Bruh. I wouldn't have guessed it. I wouldn't have known. How would I have known? 3 types of signpost. Transition internal summary. Transition, bruh. Why? This is even a 9-year-old can do this. What are the reasons for preparing a full sentence outline? What are the reasons? I wonder. What are the reasons? What are the outline rough draft? Whoa. What are the reasons? Main point ensures. You know what? I'm not even gonna read the PowerPoint. Preparing a full sentence that ensures coherent development of speech. So not this, because this is stupid. Okay. Actually, bro. Actually, I need to see. Full sentence outline. The full is essential for preparing. A full sentence is fully written down. Should have everything we hope to. Although we read it. Yeah. Speakers should establish external and internal During their introduction, question mark? External, internal goodwill? I don't know. Alright, time now is 11:48 p.m. Fuck. I've never slept this late since round 3. I'm broken right now. Extremely tired. So, more updates, I guess. First of all, I didn't do anything with my uni apps. I just could not. After dinner, it was already like 8 something p.m., like 8:30, and then I did my final exam for my public speaking class. And out of 50 or something, hold on. Out of 40, right, out of 40, I got 38. And the test was really easy. I don't know which 2 questions I fucked up, but it would make sense I fuck up a couple questions, but I got 38 out of 40. It's really fucking easy. And also, I forgot to mention that the persuasive speech thing that worth 65 points, I got a 56.25 out of 65, which is kind of lame. I got a B, but apparently the highest score of the class is 56.5, so I'm probably the second highest score. So yeah, I got lucky. Besides, there's also an extra credit assignment due Wednesday, so if I do that, I can gain at least 10 more points, and that's going to push me up to an A. So yeah, easy A once again. It's too easy. Come on, USA. Come on, American education system. You can do better than this. You can do scarier than this. Next thing is I had a call with Retablo again on Discord, which took some time, and then after that I spent like an hour and a half. I think maybe even more than that. Just copy and pasting words from a document to my short film for the Chinese subtitles, because earlier today, like this afternoon, I called my mom and I asked my mom for help to help correct some of the Chinese translated titles, subtitles, like from Cantonese to written Chinese / Mandarin. And my mom's more familiar with that, and I don't want to ask my mom for help. I'm not a mommy's boy, but I also don't want to ask anyone else for help. Like I don't want to ask Leslie, the Chinese girl, for help. So yeah, and my mom very quickly translated them. I didn't even translate the whole thing. Like at some point I just stopped, and then my mom not only corrected my Chinese mistakes but also helped me translate near the end. But it's still not perfect. Like I still had to change my mom's translations a little bit because my mom clearly hadn't watched the short film and doesn't know the tone. And my mom also uses characters that I don't like using, like "sammo," like what, like, you know. But yeah, this was very time consuming. I spent so much time copying and pasting every text into every subtitle. There's so many subtitles, and then turning the font size from 70 to 55, and then changing the Chinese font from Helvetica, which doesn't even exist. Helvetica doesn't have Chinese, so it's just shitty default Chinese font, to Microsoft Yahoo regular every single fucking time for every single caption. It's so annoying. And then at the end, I'm like, you know what? I gotta be a perfectionist. So I made sure every single subtitle has a black stroke around it and it's 6 points. And then on top of that, I realized, holy shit, the score sounds bad. The little drum part, bum 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 bum, bum, it sounds bad. So I actually re-recorded it, and I was so tired, and it doesn't sound great. But this time, instead of knocking on the table, I knocked on the mic, so it sounds like I'm knocking in my eardrums. So it's a little better, but it's not great. But fuck it. I just uploaded it. Just finished. I just exported the short film, uploading it right now. It's coming out tomorrow night. So excited for that. Next up, some small updates with Aoba. So Aoba made an Instagram story this afternoon about going to a Grammys concert, which is kind of wild. And then a little bit later, while I was going to just DM Aoba about this, apparently Aoba is going to go on to James Corden's show. What the fuck? And she was like, I hadn't made any plans yet, but if you're interested in joining me to go to James Corden's show, uh, you feel free to DM. And of course, I was kind of surprised, like, whoa, what the fuck? So earlier you're saying Alba has met Roger Deakins. Now you're saying Alba has connections with the Grammys, and now you're saying Alba has connections with James Corden. Like, what the fuck? So I just DM'd her. I'm like, hey, what is this? And she's like, oh, do you not know who James Corden is? You know, he's the Night Show. And I'm like, of course I know who James Corden is. Like, when I say what is this, I mean like, what are you gonna do there? Like, are you gonna be part of film crew? And she's like, yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I'll probably be in the audience. And I asked her like, how did you even manage to have connections with them? Turns out she doesn't. She has a website called Seat Fillers, and she just used this website. And it's apparently this website where you can just find out what available seats there are and just go there and just be there and just watch, I guess. Which is lame. I thought she has connections. But before she revealed this website to me, I did tell her, oh, didn't you hear the news about James Corden being rude in a restaurant? And she's like, oh, I never heard about that. But I said I'm more interested in the Grammy stuff. And she's like, oh, actually, the person who was going to go with me to the Grammys, they just said they can't make it. So do you want to come? And of course, I'm interested. But this is kind of weird because it's like, I've never actually done this with Aoba, just me and her, to this random ass place. And then I realized, holy shit, I've done the same thing with Pepper. So what's wrong with doing it with another girl, you know? There's nothing wrong with it, actually, you know? And yeah, at the end of the day, maybe Aoba won't have connections with the Grammys people. But again, it's good to be a little adventurous in LA, you know? It's good to be a little adventurous. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a shower. I don't care about the uni app. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. It's fine. Tomorrow I got plenty of time. Tomorrow I got I don't have public speaking class anymore. I don't have to worry about cloud busting anymore. I have a way more time. So tomorrow I'll write the version. I'll whatever. I'll do the uni app stuff. Okay, I'll write 2 essays tomorrow. Fuck it, 2 essays. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. Also forgot to mention that I spoke to Natalie a little bit about face moisturizing cream and acne stuff. Also, I posted the trailer of cloud busting on Instagram prematurely. I shouldn't have done that so early because I can't put a link anywhere because I'm just uploading the video now. Yeah, a lot of people liked my Instagram post. Everyone ranging from Patrick to Miles to the first one who liked it was actually Kanata, the Brazilian girl. I feel so fucking powerful now. Like, my Hong Konger, followers will think, oh, Enoch, probably no one will care. And then, boom, a bunch of random ass people are liking my story. And it's just, oh man, like the power I have. I feel so powerful suddenly. Just because I'm receiving a few likes, it's making me feel really powerful. Whew. All right. Time now is 9:43 a.m. I just woke up on February 7th. I slept from 12:30 midnight to 9:30 basically. Um, Sheet. I really There you go. Jet lag is fixed. I've given in. I'm gonna try to sleep earlier tonight still, like maybe 10:30. But yeah, this is well, jet lag is fixed. I had a couple of very brief dreams. I had a dream where I was in Hong Kong and I was I was barefoot and I was trying to run to a spot that I love, like maybe Times Square, um, at night in the city, on top of pedestrian bridges, through a small shopping mall, just trying to go to a place that I really love one more time before I leave. And then another dream is I was in this room and I woke up and there were cockroaches beside me, like gigantic cockroaches about the size of a I don't know, about the size of a so big. It's about the size of a shower towel. And I freaked out and I ran, and an eagle came in and picked up a gigantic cockroach and ran. And I was in this weird otherworldly island in the sky, and it's so beautiful, but also all natural, like trees and vines, and it's all red and pink. And then I saw my dad, and my dad told me to go. Maybe I'm confusing one dream with another. Like, my dad told me to leave, to pack and leave, because in a couple hours I'm leaving Hong Kong and I'm going to the USA. But yeah, it turns out I'm already in the USA, so yeah. So today I am going to hopefully finally have time to do the things that I've been meaning to do for the last couple of days. If I can, no, I have to. I fucking have to do the uni app shit. Hopefully I write 2 essays today. 2 essays, not one, but 2 essays today. And I'm gonna continue rewriting the Virgin. I really don't have enough time to finish the entire Virgin unless I put my heart and soul into it. Because again, the Virgin is the kind of story you write when you're super alone and you have no one to talk to. And last week would be the perfect time, except last week I was always occupied with either the uni app or the freaking public speaking speeches, or it's the whatever, distracted by the Japan vlog and editing my short film. But yeah, last night I finished editing my short film, some simple color grading. I pasted all the subtitles. It's done. It's fucking done. It's going out tonight, so I'm really excited for that. It's not completely done because I'll still have to edit an abbreviated 5-minute version for USC, and also the color grading isn't exactly done. Cliff still has to color grade it another way, even though he actually doesn't really have to. This is in Rec 709, so it doesn't really need grading. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, so today I gotta do the uni app stuff and rewrite the Virgin, and if I have time I gotta start watching TV shows again. I know I'm putting college and everything else priority on top of watching movies and TV shows as of now, but I still gotta do that. And another huge thing I'm gonna do is today at around 1:45 p.m. I will leave my apartment and go to the college campus to have the police scan my fingerprints, because I have to get a job, even though I don't even know what that job is yet. But I'll let them scan fingerprints, and afterwards maybe I will just directly go to the cinemas to watch Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, and then I'll come back home for dinner. And that's that. And that's the plan. Alright, time now is 11:35. Just a quick update. Not much happened, but I just want to add on last night's stuff that happened last night. Again, I posted my video, the trailer for Cloud Busting, on Instagram, and a lot of people liked it, including JT, Potter, and Pepper. So I thought maybe Pepper won't like it because Pepper hates me now, but no, I guess not. Pepper liked it anyways, probably because she knows it would be suspicious if she doesn't like anything, or maybe I'm just overthinking. I spoke with Alba a little bit. Alba confirmed with me to go to the Grammys thing tomorrow. and of course it's always more complicated than it seems. So we're not just gonna be like, I don't even know how it's gonna go down, but essentially Alba asked for my email so that she could send sort of like a list of rules, and like dress codes and address and everything to my email for the Grammys thing. And I'm like, dress codes? Oh my god, right. So I completely didn't account for everything else, literally, including dress codes. So I don't know. I'm so the Grammys is asking us to wear business casual clothes, but also colorful at the same time. And Alba said casual should be fine because I don't know, would Alba turn up in a dress? Not in a million years. She's not the kind of person who would, do that. So I guess I'm just gonna try to be casual with it, but I also don't know any jacket that could work because all aside from the gray suit that I bought from Uniqlo, and the big gray suit, my detective suit, um, I really don't have anything else to wear. Every other jacket I got is like Yankee Doodle. So I don't know. I actually think wearing the detective suit might be a good idea. And then I have the purple shirt, but then that's just too flamboyant, maybe. I've never worn it before though, so it's kind of a shame. But yeah, I'll try to wear something casual underneath a gray suit. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. And then the pants, I'll just wear something a little more casual. Maybe the khaki, not really khaki pants, the light brownish, yellowish. Yeah, I mean it's khaki. I don't know. That pants. I'll wear that. And yeah, that's all. Alright. Scanned my prints over there at that house. Of course, I'm not gonna film inside the police station. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, it was like a regular house with some dry walls. It was smaller than the house. And it went smoothly. Very smoothly. My fingers were a bit dry though, as expected. Alright, I'm here at Cinemark 18 and XD. Yeah, I'm back. We're pretty much right on time for the screening for Puss in Boots. Pretty much right on time. Not really right on time, I'm actually a little early, which is great. I like being early. Yep. Let's watch a film. Let's go. Let's go.
Deeper sound. A richer experience. A bigger picture.
Alright, this time I'm gonna try to cook steak with garlic. Again, no oil, not yet. But I'm gonna add a clove of garlic, chopped up, just like that. Yep, just like that. It's a bit better. Just a bit. Okay, so time now is 8:55 p.m. Just finished dinner. holy cow, I really am basically in normal time, okay? Like my schedule is basically like normal now. But yeah, so let's talk about what happened today. At 1:45 p.m. I went to college campus. I was late by like 4 or 5 minutes, but it didn't really matter. And then I walked to the police department. So at the south of my campus, there is it's like residential area. It's all houses, and they're all the same looking, and it's very boring. But there were a row of houses south of my campus, where they all had some sort of function, like their offices. Like there's a tiny church there. There's a room for event organizing. There's I don't know, some sort of I don't know, rooms and houses with many different functions. And two of the houses belong to the police. And as a Hong Konger, I don't really trust the police all that much. So today was a little awkward, like seeing them wearing these imposing uniforms. It just didn't feel super comfortable with me, but I still went along. I walked up to a bunch of police, like three of them, a black woman, a couple white guys, or I think another black guy, I forgot, but they were like chatting, and I walked up to them and I was like, "Excuse me, is this?" And one of the white guys was like, "The fingerprints?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right, follow me." So he brought me into the house through the back, and of course, even though I usually film everything and vlog everything, I couldn't do it in a fucking police station. But I'm just gonna add some very vivid descriptions. So we walked to the back of the house, like a little backyard or something, because between houses there are wide grass paths. Not even grass paths, like a wide path to the back and then into the house. And it was not, it felt smaller than the house. Through the back entrance, there is a room about the size of a regular office, except it has like 3, 4 doors leading to other rooms in the same house. There's a bathroom, there's another room that leads to a bigger room, probably that leads to an entrance, and there's another side room. But yeah, all the doors are opened, and I could feel the soft winter breeze. So this tall, big white guy is the chief of police, and he sat down in the computer and he just gave me a form and gave me a very shitty pen to write on it. So I filled in the form. I had to write my full name, my weight, height, eye color, and hair color, and all that stuff. And I was thinking to myself, like, I'm doing this in vain, basically, because I don't even know if I'm gonna get a job or not. If I do, yay. If I don't, what the fuck am I doing? But at least I'm getting a tour of the police station of the campus. Like, otherwise, I couldn't think of any other possible reason I could end up in this fucking police station, I could hear in the other room a policeman and someone else. They were like chatting, but it was very faint. But yeah, after filling in the form, I had to scan my fingers, and it was left hand for, left hand thumb, right hand for, right hand thumb, and then every single finger, one by one. And before entering the police house, I already added some hand cream on my fingers, knowing that my hands are really dry, but it's still really dry. So the police guy, he got a piece of tissue and wet it and sprayed it with some water, and then dipped my fingers in those water to scan it. But he's nice and gentle about it. And then the whole process is done, and everything went smoothly. I left the house, crossed the road, and walked back to the campus. And then I realized, okay, so at that point it was around 2:50 p.m. So I wanted to directly go to the cinemas to catch the 4:10 p.m. screening of Puss in Boots. So that's what I did, and I walked southward to Ocean Park Boulevard, and then took a bus number 8, and then took another bus, I think Rapid 6, and then arrived in the cinemas. Everything went very smoothly. Didn't wear a mask for the most part. And then got off and went to the cinemas as usual. This is the first time I've returned to the Cinemark cinemas since round 3. And for some reason the automated machine where you can just buy the tickets yourself is not working. Like, they're blocked off by a bunch of guardrails, and then there were some others, but they were not working. I had to actually say, can I get a ticket to Puss in Boots? Like, if it's any other movie, like Crimes of the Future, or I don't know, like Thor Love and Thunder, it would be fine. Like, can I get a ticket to Thor Love and Thunder? But out of all the times, the self-purchasing ticket machine isn't working, I have to say I'm watching Puss in Boots. But that's what I did. I went up to the counter, and there's a white woman with glasses, and I said, oh, I'm going to watch Puss in Boots. And she's like, the 410? And I'm like, yep. I paid, and apparently $6.75 only. Holy shit. I thought it's going to be 10 because last I checked on the website, it says $10. And it was a pretty big theater too. And 10, I was already lucky with 10. Like, if I watched on Saturday, it would be, I don't know, it would be like, I think $16 or something. And then if I watch it on Sunday, it's like $12 or something. And then normally on weekdays is 10 point something, but then today's a discount day, so it's only 6.75. That's amazing. That's so freaking cheap. That's so good. So I feel good. I walked up, I sat outside of the auditorium a little bit, used my phone, wrote my essay really, and then got in the cinema to watch the movie, and there were literally so few people in it. There were like 4 people, 4 rows in front of me. There were a couple people behind me, like a parent and a child, and there's another parent-child combo somewhere in the far back. Yeah, and then I watched the whole thing. I was right in the middle, just pure eyesight, really, not pure eyesight, like middle eyesight, exact, precise. And then I watched it, I enjoyed it, and I left. I took the bus, I didn't have to wait long. I came back, and then boom, I cooked myself dinner. Garlic, steak, salad, pasta. I had to wait for the steak to defrost, so in the meantime I ate some mixed salt nuts. And when I opened the can, the fucking nuts exploded and spilled some around the floor. Of course, I cleaned it up. But yeah, that's basically it today. Went smoothly, honestly, and I don't know, my life is starting to get interesting again because of the Grammys thing with Alaba tomorrow, which right now I'm still debating if it's a good idea or not. Like, going to working on a feature film with Pepper and Alaba and others is already like a very weird and random thing. And then going to the Grammys just for the sake of going with Alaba is like next level. But then again, I feel like, I don't know, it's moments, it's decisions like this that generate interesting story, you know? So if I hesitate, then what would I do tomorrow night then? Just continue working on my essays, sitting in front of my laptop, just walking around, the usuals. Heck yeah, I'm going with Alba. So yeah, I even have figured out what outfit I'm wearing tomorrow. And then Eric DM'd me. Finally, some news from Eric. So Eric DM'd me, does Saturday work? And I'm like, yeah, it does work. So on Saturday, I and Eric and Christian will meet up somewhere to talk about the 2-minute low-budget short film that Eric is going to be making. So that's that. So yeah, and then Eric asked me if 9 is okay, and I'm like, 9 o'clock? Like 9 a.m.? Like, when Americans say time, they just say, like, does 10 work? And I have to figure out if it's 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. I mean, 10 p.m. is really late, but then 10 a.m. is also really early for me. Or, like, They say 4, and I have to guess it's 4 p.m. because no way we're meeting at 4 a.m. Wouldn't it be a lot easier if you say 1600? You know? But yeah, essentially there's that. So yeah, I'm excited for that. So tomorrow I'll be hanging out with Aoba. The first time I'm hanging out with a friend since round 3 has begun. So excited for that. And then on Thursday, I may watch a movie with Cliff, but maybe not, because apparently Cliff is busy doing something in CMD on that day. Which is, wow. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Leia, I'm not talking about the Leia who is like my friend. I'm talking about the Czechian girl, the Czech woman, Leia, who was my classmate in Film 32. She returned to LA recently from Czechia, from Prague. And the moment she arrived, she started attending like these UCLA shoots and these things. Like, damn, people got places to go. And even when I called my mom, or I think I think my mom yesterday, my mom just like asked me, so how's it going? Are you hanging out with friends? Anything interesting so far? And I'm like, no. Like for the last 9 days, I'm just not doing anything really, other than uni app editing, just a lot of editing, really, editing every day. But yeah, people got places to go, goddamn, and I don't care what's Pepper up to. Pepper's just been helping out in shoots a lot for some reason. But then again, I'm doing really well, okay? Like, first of all, I'm friends with Eric. I got to help with Eric's shoot. I'm also helping John L. with his shoot sometime soon. So I got my own plans too. I'm doing well. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, my life is slowly, I can feel it starting to pick up its pace again, like a car engine starting. It's heating up. Things are happening again, and I really need to finish the version as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm also about 80% done with my collaboration essay for USC, which I'm going to have to tweak a little bit, but yeah, that's that. Also, it's a good thing I'm meeting Aoba tomorrow, because I can just ask her about like USC applications, because I know she's going to USC, and USC is basically her dream school as well. So gotta ask her. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Cloud Busting is premiering in an hour, so excited for that. And I'll probably go to Amazon and buy a couple things. A can opener and a Cetaphil face moisturizer. I was gonna add tomato sauce. So today for lunch, it's basically tortilla, pan cooked, and then I finished the guacamole and then the chicken karaage that I ate yesterday. And with some barbecue sauce. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, it's food, so I still ate it. I wanted to add tomato sauce, which also doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't even have a can opener. It's not like a can where you can just open it like this with a ring. But you actually need a can opener, and I don't have a can opener. I've checked the cabinet outside. It has a pizza cutter, it has a wine bottle opener, but not a can opener for some fucking reason. So I need to get a can opener. That's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, this acne shit, Cetaphil. The moment I got my hands on the Cetaphil face cleanser, I'll just, I'll start working on my acne. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's literally 12 in the midnight. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna scare this away. Okay, fuck. I'm in my pajamas. Okay. Fuck. At least it's not in my bathroom. Are there any secret cockroaches in my bathroom right now that I'm not aware of? Fuck, how did it end up here? I'm too tired to even be scared. Fuck. Oh my god. It's even making... Shit. I won't be able to fall asleep with this fucking thing here. I'm not gonna spray with the spray either. Shit. You've gotta be serious, right? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do a crazy ass thing. I'm gonna climb over to the other side. I'm gonna try to move this door. Oh god damn it. You've gotta be serious. Where is it? What the fuck? Where is it? Jesus Christ. Where is it? Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna do shit. Okay. What the fuck? Why? Why is it there? There's no food, there's no water there? Holy fuck. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? What the fuck? Where is it? You've got to be serious, right? Is it under the flute box? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's cockroach shit. Right there. I don't know, I don't even know if that's shit or if that's an egg. It's gotta be hiding behind this red bag. Is it? Fuck. Gonna make sure there are no cockroaches behind me and backstab me. Okay. So goddamn dusty. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Why? Why this room? Why not any other rooms? Oh. Let's grab the flute. Fuck. Give me the flute. Jesus Christ. Okay, flute's clear. I think I saw something. swear to God, it's moving. I can't find the cockroach. I dismantled the whole place. And I'm just too tired. It just fucking disappeared. I checked this whole area, that closet, this. I even checked under the bed. Maybe it sneaked past me. Holy shit. No fucking way. I won't be finding it. And I also checked outside to see if I got the cockroach spray, the anti-cockroach spray. I can't even find it. Holy crap. I don't know where it is. I guess I have to accept it and just go to bed. Maybe tomorrow morning, I'm going to clear up all this and just clean up everything. I'll deal with it tomorrow morning. I'm going to go to bed now, I guess. Oh my God.